One, two, three, go. Shomalach, what's your name?
Ellie Goldring.
Ellie Goldring. I think I know you a little bit, but you're here with a new company, new business. What's going on? Tell me about it.
A new business venture.
Let's
Baruch
hear it.
Hashem, 18 years plus in the sales, helping business owners with EOS implementation over the last 4 years. I recognize that in Klal Yisrael, Baruch Hashem, there's a need for not just strategizing and coaching and then leaving business owners on their own to figure out things and storm through all the chaos and the complexity of their business, but it requires also to be able to come into the business and help them with the systemizing or organizing or creating the structure for them.
Isn't that what you did before? Like essentially EOS and the same
So
thing?
EOS is a framework of a set of tools, and then they have to do it on their own. Here, we come in and we recognize what the big picture is. We identify what their pain points and their setbacks are, and then we actually provide the
You
resources
say
and
we.
the
You're not talking about
services.
yourself. Who's we?
There's a partner, David Potash.
Good.
He's an expert in the execution process and systems. I come into the growth strategy, the big picture, the vision, and building out the culture of the
You used to
company.
be a salesman for a kitchen company. You still do that?
Culinary Depot was my past. 18 and a half years successfully exited, and Baruch Hashem gave the portfolio to my brother, and it's thriving.
So first of all, let's start with that because I think it's very fascinating. And I think that itself is a story. How old are you, Ellie?
I'm 42 years old today.
42 years old, and you started a new business, right? To me, that is huge, right?
Started a brand new business. I want to tell you that for 20 years, I'm going to say that I struggled with the fact that I can't take a big risk.
For sure.
And then I took this risk, and I didn't feel it to be a big risk. And people asked me, isn't this crazy risky? You left a career, an income, a reputation. And I started reflecting on it, and it is a tremendous risk. And I'll tell you how I did it. I built that muscle. There are entrepreneurs that are very risky. They take big risks. They go the extra mile. And then there are those that are more conservative, right? I was that conservative entrepreneur. I did business development all my life.
You basically helped others build their business, essentially, and you finally decided to do your own. And I think it's very impressive. We're the same age, to be straight up. And the fact that when you start a business, when you take a chance and stuff at that age, most guys, when you hit, let's say, 40, 50, think it's over the hill, life is over, as I get benched, right? And yes, there are stories people start at 60, 70, but they're weirdos. The fact that you start again, which is absolutely incredible, and also means you should have a lot of stuff in this business.
Amen.
So the fact is, here what you're doing is, you're not just, let's go implementer or someone who does things. So first, you actually have experience in turning around businesses, which you'll hear in a minute. But you're actually coming doing the physical work, which I think is what people need. Like, the bottom line is, everything is great. Like you said, everything is great until you actually do it. I just did this guy, Kobe, who teaches the kids, people with languages. And there's tons of programs online, but he actually, someone does it with you. At the end of the day, everything is nice, good, and dandy. All the rules work if you don't do them, if you do them, but you don't. So therefore, you need someone to help you do it. That's how you start In&Out. So explain what's the name of the company behind it? How'd you come to the name of the company?
In&On.
In&On, sorry.
In&On is from the perspective that we come into the business.
And you work on the business.
And
We're
we
in
work
and on,
on
not
the
just
business.
on. Exactly.
But also, let's say from the business owner, if he's stuck in the business, we're going to help him systemize it to be able to get him to work on the business. We're a project-based implementation. So you said the word implementation. We do the execution as well. So we drive it everything from the vision to the strategy to the plan to the implementation, execution to the results. We don't stop in the middle, and we don't get you just started.
Let's hear of a company that you yourself turned around.
So Baruch Hashem, we're here at the OJBA. So I want to say successfully, I can say that I have 8 clients outside that I've been fortunate to work with over the last 4 years.
Tell me one. Tell me a good success story.
The first one that comes to mind, I'm going to say, is Macro Laundry. I worked with him for over a year. We did strategy, we did structure, we got clarity around roles. And I believe that my holding his hand and working with him every day, that really was the big factor other than the coaching and everything that came along with it.
So let me ask you I think the most difficult question to answer in your field, which I think is the number one question to ask that people want to know. There's a lot of people, let's call it EOS, but put it aside because that's something different. Who are you to, like I'm the businessman, I'm the entrepreneur, you're like this Eitzah giver, like exactly, you're going to help me fix my problem. So how are you going to come in and help fix my problem? What do you know about business? What do you know about entrepreneurship? That, I think, is the main question people have to answer.
Excellent. So first of all, the entrepreneurship comes from the 3rd generation. My grandfather was an entrepreneur, my father was an entrepreneur, and I became an entrepreneur because it's in my blood, number one. Number two, there are those that have a certain talent to be able to extract from others so that others can reflect and recognize what they want to do. I studied that for the last 5 years, and I feel confident that I can help people extract from them what they want to do, why they want to do it, how they want to do it, with who they want to do it, in order for them to get it done. Many entrepreneurs, it's a machla if you want to say it, have a tendency to get stuck. Why do they get stuck? They have the capability to get unstuck. They just can't see themselves out of the weeds. It's actually one of their strong points, which ends up being a...
Right, so you're saying too, first of all, as far as an entrepreneur, the fact is when you build up a big sales career, that is entrepreneurship, just because not owning a business is the same thing. Secondly, you're simply saying a very simple thing, and this is I think, the most important thing that I've discovered today. Everyone's very busy, we're working, and like most people, I don't think they didn't make a to-do list. Forget about working on the business and strategy. There's a whole big. They don't make a to-do list, right? So there's this basic thing. Someone comes. This I think is the hopefully In&On be very successful. Is that people come to your business and it's obviously a several-month process, if not much longer. And just for the first time, this guy is going to come and like, let's think about what's working, what's not. Let's take a pause. Let's take a step back. Let's work, and people will recognize the importance of that. I think it'll be successful. Eli, it's good to have you by. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Amen.
Geweldig. Nu, Potash, je masking was geschmack. Are we good, Mrs. Weber? Because there better be a mini mincha, I'm saying.
And by the way, I just want to tell you,
Shkia, I don't care about Shkia, yeah?
not to cut it out because it was perfect, the we is the team that we bring in.
Very good.
It's not just me.